What's going on, guys? Eddie here with Brown Brothers Lawn Care. Today we got Danny with Lanier Lawn Care here. So go check them out on YouTube if you don't already subscribe. I'm sure you do. Lanier Lawn Care. So we got we got the BR 700. This is mine, and then this is Danny's BR 600 that he got. So we're gonna do a little comparison. This is top of the line steel. This is like the second level down. Both the same engine, but the tube size on the BR 700 is a little bit bigger than the 600. So we're going to see how this affects.
I really think that's the only difference in the two. I mean, if you look at them close enough, it looks like they've got the same straps, the same, I mean, everything looks the same.
Only difference is tube.
You can tell the tube here is wider than that one, but I mean, engine size, they look identical, and I'm pretty sure they are the exact same engine.
We're going to test it out on how they do on leaves here, and we'll give you guys our feedback on which one is it worth the extra $50 to go buy a 700 over the 600.
Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go over some specs of these. So you want to switch places? I'm sure you know more about the 700 than I do the 700. So we'll swap here, go over some things. So pretty much guys, both of these have the exact same engine, 64.8 cc's. Cubic inch wise, you're looking at 3.95, and with the 700 you're looking at 4.0. So a little bigger. Is it going to make a difference? No, they're the exact same engine. Let's just say that. When it comes to weight, though, you're looking at a couple pounds heavier for the BR 700. You're looking at 21.6 pounds for the BR 600, and for the 700,
23.4 pounds.
So it is a little heavier. Is that going to make a difference? Probably not. We'll find out. So a couple other specs y'all might want to know is miles per hour here and CFM. The BR 600 is going to give you 238 miles per hour out of the tube, compared to the BR 700 is only going to give you 197 miles per hour. You know the CFM specs, Eddie?
CFM is 912 on
912.
BR 700.
The BR 600, it's only 677. So you're going to get way more miles per hour, way less CFM compared to the 700. But once again, same engine. They literally look like the exact same thing, but you know, with the 700, they switch things around on the handle as well, the way you work your controls. Plus, they give you that tube that you can adjust. So we're going to see exactly how that tube's going to come in handy, what it's going to help us do, and blow some leaves with these things. So let's get going.
Yep. Alright guys, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little line test. Just see how far it can blow straight out with both blowers, full throttle on the ground. See how far each one can go out. We got the 700 over here, the 600 up front. So we'll get this thing started.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting
Okay, so they're about the same on distance when they're placed on the ground, but the BR 700, I think it might have a bigger opening on the tube, so it's creating a little bit of a wider path, whereas the BR 600 is more narrow throughout. So we'll keep testing.
step by step, the clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes.
Alright, so guys, they're about the same again with the just standing up and going like this. But now we're talking, Danny and I are talking here. I mean, they're about the same on when it's standing down or standing up, it doesn't matter. But what's going to matter is you're going to be pushing more leaves with that more CFM.
It's the miles per hour that's
Yeah.
that's making the 600 keep up with the CFM of the, you know, your 700. But you know, let's find out what it does with the tube end. You know, we'll blow some leaves with a. We got a pile of leaves over there. Let's blow into that leaf setting still and see, you know, film which one clears a path quicker of just standing still and going in one direction. And then we'll close your tube up and see what it does, and you know, get some thoughts on that.
All right, so guys, we're gonna blow these piles, just see how it acts, see how fast we can get this cleared, and see how it acts with the tube in and with the tube out. So we'll do 2 piles here.
We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Alright, so guys, I would almost have to say that the 700 did it a little bit faster than the 600. I was able to get it done probably, 10 seconds before he did. Got his pile done. So that's where the 700's got the advantage over the 600. Not necessarily distance-wise, but just like clearing it as fast as possible.
Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
If you're using the 600 for a bit, I feel like it's targeting a certain area in the pile of leaves and hitting that only and blowing them out, whereas the 700, it's dispersing with tons of CFM and just killing it all and moving it where you want it. So I'm going to stick with my 700 over the 600 just because I feel like it's going to hit more with more power for leaves. Alright, so guys, now we're going to do a dry grass test because we're not always blowing leaves. That's only like maybe a couple months out of the season, but we're majority blowing grass. So we're going to do a wet grass, dry grass comparison. We'll start with the dry grass. We'll see how far we can push it from the edge of the driveway to driveway. So let's see how it goes. We just finished blowing that. Now what I was thinking was that the BR 600 got it over there faster because of the miles per hour, but the BR 700 got it over there just a little bit slower. But I think that with the 700 you're going to save time over the course of a day, I guess, blowing because of the CFM. So another thing I want to talk about is the weight of the tube and the comfortability of these two. Now that machine seems lighter. What would you say with that?
Yeah, and this tube is like way lighter. Like over time using the 700, the tube like really weighs on you, and you can start feeling it in your arm after the end of the day.
And I almost feel like, yeah, the suspension might be a little bit better on the 600. Just maybe it's just because it's lighter. So I don't know. Those are some comfortability issues. But I'm going to stick with the 700 over the course of a day just so I can get done faster. Alright, so guys,
flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Alright, so guys, this is where the first BR 700 ended up. I wasn't too impressed how far it went, but we'll see what the 600 can do. Alright, so guys, this is where the 600 ended up. I feel like the 600 did go a little bit faster to get to that point. It's about the same as the 700, maybe an inch difference. But now we're going to clear it off, just see how we're going to walk with it and see how fast it goes. Alright, so guys, I feel like the 600 might have done that a little bit faster just because it comes to a point. So where it was on the leaves that we wanted the bigger tube for the 700, we probably want the smaller, more isolated point for the wet grass. So I'd almost give the edge to the 600 for wet grass, but again, 700 for leaves.
So we're back at home now. I hope you guys found that video pretty interesting. I found it very interesting how the BR600 compared to the 700. I would just leave you with this. The 600 really does a great job during wet grass situations, but does not do a great job when it's doing leaves. The 700 is where the leaves come into play, and the 700 does better in leaves situations. But the 700 on wet grass, it's kind of slow, I'm going to be honest with you. And if you're just doing the lawns and you're not doing any leaves in the fall, I'd go with the 600 honestly. I'm a money man and I like saving a little bit of money, and I feel like now that if I would have known that the 600 was same motor, same everything, then I probably would have gone with the 600 because I don't know, I do leaves, but I feel like I would have liked that more miles per hour during the lawn season. The real reason why I bought the 700 in the first place was because I thought, wow, STIHL made a blower that was just light years ahead of any other blower, light years ahead of their 600. I thought it was the craziest blower out there, the most powerful in its class, but really I didn't know they were the same engine. If I would have done more research, I would have known that. But when I strapped on that 700 at the dealer the first time, I was just blown away by the power of it, and I tested it on leaves. So that's why I went with the 700, because I thought this thing's super powerful, I'll be fine. But really, that 600, it's not bad. You could go with it and be fine. If you find one on Craigslist, you'll be fine with it. If you find a 700, you'll be fine. They're both very comparable blowers, and I feel like they're almost the same blower. They're practically the same. So right now, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go down to that subscribe button and hit that little subscribe button, because you're gonna want to see more videos like this where we dive into the different brands, the different models within each brand. Are they the same thing? They're just marking it up $50 because it's got a 700 on it. So we're gonna get those videos out to you, so hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next video here Wednesday.